So we are starting from here. We will see what is naturopathy. So naturopathy is a system of healing or becoming healthy. So we don't use, when we have any disease, we don't use any surgery or any medicine for the treatment. So we go for a natural way for treat ourselves. And what is those natural way of treating? We treat through the sun, the moon, the sun, air, water, sunlight, heat, mud, and all these things. So basically, when we are talking about naturopathy, naturopathy is healing ourselves through the natural or 5 elements. So basically, naturopathy work on 5 elements. And those 5 elements is earth, water, fire, air, and space or sky. Can you see? Can you hear me? Okay, just give me one more.
Yes.
Okay. Just a minute. I am struggling to see my own this presentation. Wait. Okay. So we was talking about the naturopathy. So what is naturopathy? Natural way of healing ourselves. But naturopathy has 10 different rules. So the rules of naturopathy or principles of naturopathy. So 10 principles we are working on naturopathy, right? So the first principle is all disease are same, their cause are same, and their treatment is same. So most of the time you will see that when we are talking about naturopathy or we talk about disease, we see that we have so many disease. We have disease on maybe head reason or chest reason or blood pressure or sugar, all these disease, right? And we go to doctor and we see different doctor for different treatment. But according to naturopathy, all disease are same and their cause is same and their treatment should be same. So what is the cause of those disease? Then we are talking about the cause of disease is toxin, right? So what is toxin? Anything which we digest. So if you see what is the reason of toxin, so unnatural food. So whatever food we do, we digest them, right? So when we digest them, after digestion, the waste material of that or the waste material from the body which come out, that is toxin in our body, and our body keep cleaning those toxin. And there are different way to clean. We will also talk about that, right? So we take this, and most of the time the toxin which happen in our body, that the reason of toxin is unnatural food. So all processed food, which also we call toxic food. And then lack of sleep, overeating or eating multiple time, no physical activity like yoga, exercise, walking, etc. Too much stress, overthinking, or any other emotional thing which going on. So those are the reason of our toxin. So you will see that all disease which happen in our body is the reason behind is toxin, and these are the different way where the toxin come in our body. When toxin come in our body, these toxins are the reason of our illness and sickness, and because of that all disease happen in our body, right? So naturopathy believe that because the all disease are having because of toxin, then we have to remove toxin from our body. Our body is super good, so it always try to remove toxin itself. So what is how our body remove toxin from our body? So the every time, every day, or each moment of our time, our body is trying to remove those toxin from our body. And there are four natural way to remove toxin. The first is inhaling and exhaling. So when we exhale, this carbon dioxide come out from our body and we toxify through breathing. So you will see that when we are exhaling properly, the carbon dioxide, which is, like when blood has this toxin, blood try to burn it, and with the burning, this carbon dioxide come to your lungs through the blood and it's go away. So toxin remove from our body. The second thing is the toilet we go, right? So every day, if you clean your body, you clean your feces. So if you go toilet every day, you don't have any constipation. Then if you regularly going to toilet, it is also cleaning your body. So removing toxin out of from body. Then going urination. So urination also removing toxin, especially urea and ammonia from our body. So this is also very good. And the fourth one is sweating, through the sweating. If we get sweating, which can be by sun heat, by walking, by doing exercises, so toxin remove from our body. So these are the four natural way to remove toxin out from our body. But still, because this is natural way, but because we eat this unnatural food, lack of sleep, or overeating or overthinking, so our body is not able to remove these toxin easily. So if our body is having too many toxin, right, if they have too many toxin, then what will happen? Then body will try to remove those toxin out from our body, right? And so what will happen? We can have the fifth way of toxification from our body, right? So fifth way. So those four was natural way to remove toxin from our body. But if our body is not able to remove those from those four way, then body will use fifth way. And this fifth way is acute diseases, right? जिसको हिंदी में हम तीव्र रोग भी कहते हैं. So acute diseases. So acute diseases also like vomiting or diarrhea, fever, anything which is having mucus like cold, cough, and in the skin, pimples and balls. So if we have too much toxin inside our body, so because body is itself, so if you go back to principle, so we are talking about principle number one, that all disease are the same and their cause is same and their treatment is same, right? So what is the cause of body? We get to understand the cause of disease is toxin, and our body always keeping to clean our body through those four methods. If we are not able to do that, then automatically this using fifth method. Sometimes we say that the most of the time we say, like, the disease is reason of germs or bacteria or viruses, right? So most of the time we believe that whatever disease, especially fever or cold, what happened, then we'll say, oh, this is a viral fever or cold. or anything, we think that virus or germs are reason behind this. But according to naturopathy, germs and bacteria or virus is not really cause of disease. But if your body is already toxic, and there are so many toxin in your body, then the bacteria virus can attack. But if your body is toxin free, then these will not harm your body. So I was telling you the fifth way of removing toxin out of our body, and that fifth way was uh, fever, diarrhea, vomiting, or skin disease, cold and cough. Right. So whenever these disease happen in our body, so when we feel like, oh, I'm having vomiting, or I'm having diarrhea, or I'm having fever, cold and cough, or pimples in our skin, they are not our enemy, they are our friend. This is a third uh, principle of naturopathy, that acute diseases are not our enemy, they are friends. Why they happen? Because we are having too much toxin in our body, and too much toxin create these acute diseases, and these acute diseases again purifying our body. But what we do, if you stop, for example, if you are having diarrhea or vomiting or fever or pimples, if you do treatment, if you take any medicine, then what you have done, you have stopped the process of cleansing in your body, you stopped that, right? And then these toxin will remain in your body, and then it will try again to come out. Maybe first you will have vomiting, maybe then you stop it, then maybe after a few days you will have diarrhea, then you have stopped it, then you will have fever or cold and cough, and maybe you take medicine of that and you stop that, then it will come in your pimples and boils. If you also like, you are try if you stop them, then body is not toxified, and these acute diseases then become a chronic diseases. So when there are too many toxin is there in your body, then it's come in a acute diseases. When you stop acute diseases, then it's become a chronic diseases. What is chronic diseases? Like high blood pressure, sugar, thyroid, blood pressure, all these things, right? Which is chronic disease. And why these chronic disease happen? But when we have too much toxin in our body, and we stop our body to clean. Because if you go if you go back to principle, and then it's a principle number 4 say, nature itself is a doctor. So your body itself is a doctor, and your body try to remove it through these acute diseases. But when you stop it, right, then we have these uh, chronic disease, right? So in naturopathy, what we try to do, remove those toxin out of body. So doesn't matter which disease we have. So any disease, we believe that they have the same reason, and then the same cause, right? So what we are doing is that we trying to remove the toxin out of your body, because when you remove toxin out of your body, then it's very easy for body to heal and come back to in a natural form. So most of the time when you go to the naturopathy doctor, and you have any problem, so for most of the time when you have any problem, you will go special doctor. For example, if you are having cardio something, heart disease, then you will go maybe heart doctor, cardio doctor, or related to any organ, right? But what naturopathy say, because all disease having the same reason, so in naturopathy we try to remove the main reason, which is toxic. Yes. And there are not specific place where we teach in naturopathy, because we don't need to necessarily diagnose to that disease, because all disease, they are the reason same, the toxin. So we try to remove in toxin from your body, right? So sometimes what happen, if we have chronic disease in naturopathy, if you have chronic disease like high blood pressure, sugar, thyroid, or other these type of chronic disease, it will take time to cure. So it will not easily go, but it takes some time. But in naturopathy, it go from from the root, right? So in little bit time it will take, but when the result will come, you will say that it go from the bottom, from the root. Sometime what happen, whenever you are going in a naturopathy center or naturopathy treatment, and you start doing treatment, then you will say that there are some suppressed disease, and these disease also come in surface. So it's very important, it's very good when they come in the surface. So because we have suppressed those disease and they become toxin. For example, if you had a fever and then you took a medicine, and you suppressed that fever, or maybe when you having diarrhea and you're taking some medicine and you have suppressed that, or maybe you are having vomiting and you have suppressed. So first you had fever, then you have diarrhea, then you have vomiting, and then now you have some chronic disease. So when you will treatment, you will go and having treatment for that chronic disease. So what will happen, these suppressed diseases, which is acute diseases, will come in the surface. So maybe you can feel first vomiting because you have suppressed that, diarrhea because you have suppressed that, and then maybe the fever, right? So this can come in the surface, which means the toxin which you have suppressed in your body, it will come up and it will go away. So it's very natural when you go for these chronic disease, these this suppressed disease will come in the surface. Naturopathy is not only the treatment for body, it's not only treat your body, it's also treatment for body, mind, and soul. Because most of the time, suppression is toxin, which is also come from your food or unnatural food or acidic food or lifestyle, sleeping, not sleeping properly. But again, it also because of stress or too much thinking, overthinking, right? All these things. So naturopathy also believe that naturopathy treatment is not only for body, it's also for mind and it's also for soul. In naturopathy, we don't use any strong medicine. We even don't use any medicine, right? These treatment, whatever happen in naturopathy, the treatment is the based on 5 element. So we do some. So if you go for a therapy, what therapy we use for naturopathy treatment, what type of treatment happen in naturopathy? The treatment is mud therapy, hydrotherapies, which is like water related therapies, sun bath and color therapies. We use fasting, massage therapy, and diet therapy. So these are some therapies we particularly use, or most of the time we use for naturopathy treatment. Uh, so all these treatment are very natural. They have no side effect in our body. Yes. So when we are talking about mud therapy, right? Mud therapy, we have different way of doing that, and um, most common is putting this mud pack on your belly region. This is very famous, right? So if we have any disease which is related to our digestion or um, uh, small intestine, big or large intestine, or reproductive system, so we use this mud pack on our navel region. This is very effective. Or we can do mud bath, which is also very effective for disease, because if you see mud has a quality. It take away everything out. It's having cooling impact. It's absorb anything from your body. So if you have any pain, mud therapies are very good. If we have digesting problem or any problem related to our belly, it's having very good impact, mud therapy. Then we have some water treatment in it, and kati snan, which we call hip baths, are very good for that, right? So water therapies are very good, also impactful, because most of the time toxin are stored in our small intestine and large intestine. That is a place where most of the toxin remain, and constipation is also, like, because of constipation we are not able to remove our toxin out of from body, and they go in all over your body. So water treatments is also very good treatment. Sun bathing, right? Most of the time, if you're taking every day 20-minute sun bathing, and especially in the morning when sun is rising, and try to wear as less as you can wear the clothes, so you can expose uh, your body, your skin toward the sun. If you are doing 20-minute sun bath every day, it will be very helpful to cure most of the disease from our body. There are color therapy, and color therapy is also very good for treating this different disease. In naturopathy, we have so many color therapies, and one of the color therapy is using colors. Like, we basically use four different color, what is blue, green, red, and yellow, these four colors. And we make some medicine out of these four colors, like water medicine, which is very good and having no side effect, and that we can use for treatment also. So if you would like to know that more, we will maybe make one workshop on that, right? Then fasting. So in naturopathy, fasting is very important, because when we are fasting, we are doing, our body can do two things. One is to digest, and second is cure our body, like heal our body. So when we fast, then body have no burden to digest food, right? So it can heal our body, right? So fasting is very famous in naturopathy, and through the fasting we also heal ourselves. And most of the time 3 to 8 day fastings are very, very important fasting. Sometimes people also take fasting for more than eight days. They fast for 10 days, 15 days, 21 days, or more than that. But whenever you are doing this fasting, you have to, gone through with the expert. Then massage is also therapy which we use in naturopathy, and some dietary therapy. Other than this, some exercise, especially yoga and some other exercises, also the part of naturopathy treatment. Naturopathy also work for food. So in the naturopathy, we say that the most of the time, the toxin, if coming in our body, so the reason behind is acidic food. Yes. So if you are in a naturopathy, you are following a naturopathy lifestyle. So if you can bring this alkaline food in your diet, it will be very helpful. So if you are eating alkaline food, you will not having toxin in your body. And when we are talking about ratio of alkaline and acidic food, then alkaline food should be 80%, and 20% we can have acidic food. So when we are talking about alkaline food, what is alkaline food? So you can say that all the fruit are coming in alkaline food. But we need to understand one thing: when we are talking modern time food can have so many chemical on it, right? Sometimes just see about apple. So most of the time people, to make apple shine, they use what do you say so many chemical to make it shine. And um, so sometimes these these
They
fruits
use
can
wax.
be, yeah, you're saying something?
You were asking wax. They use
Yeah,
wax to
yes,
shine the
yeah, they use
fruits.
wax also. Yeah, they use wax in the apples or so many different fruit to make them shine, right? So yes, so those wax or different chemicals are not good for our body. So try to, clean them, especially if you are talking about apple because they have wax on it. So maybe try to, peel the skin out from those fruit, which you can, peel them. So maybe that can be more healthier, and clean your fruits as much as you can do. So so basically all fruit, they come in a alkaline fruit. So try to introduce more fruit in your diet. All vegetables, right? All vegetables are alkaline. If you can eat vegetable in raw form, what is raw form? Like you can eat them without cooking, it's very good, right? If there are some vegetable which are not able to eat in a raw form, you can boil them and eat. But using too much spices in and cooking too much, sometimes we overcook our vegetable, then those overcooked vegetable is not alkaline food. So you need to make sure that try to use more salads. Or if you feel like salads make me more, like sometimes if you're a vata type of people, maybe the salads are not good for you, then you can just boil them little bit, or maybe just put in a boiled water. And when you are doing that, it can be easily digestible, right? So try to eat more salad and try to eat more raw type of vegetable. Yes, or those vegetable which are not able to eat, you can cook them, but try to not make too much spices on that. Unpolished grain and cereals are very good. So you will see that when we are using, so if you see Indian diet, rice and wheat flour are the most popular grain or food in our houses. So without roti or without rice, we don't exist even, right? So whenever you are using uh, uh, whenever we are using these grains and cereal, make sure they are unpolished. And the wheat flour should have, not purify like maida or processed food, to avoid to them. But you will see that most of the time these days we are using too much this refined grains, right? Like maida or this, these are not good for us. So they don't come in a alkaline food. When we are talking about rice, then polished rice is not good. So if you can get unpolished rice, that can be very good. Lentils are very good, but they are good when they are sprouted. So most of the time, if you see in our food, we use too much lentil, but most of the time lentil can be acidic. So try to eat more sprouted, as much as sprout you can, make through your lentil. They can be very good, right? So use more sprouts in your diet. Milk and curd, obviously, if you see milk and curd, which we bring from the market, right? I think they are more processed, right? And these all milk and curd can be acidic if they are processed. But if you have cow at your home, or maybe or you bring milk or curd from somewhere where they have cows, right? So then this can be alkaline, but you have to boil it once, right? If one boil is alkaline, but if you're boiling it multiple time, then that milk and the curd out of, when you make curd out of that milk, can be acidic. So that is also honey and jaggery, they are alkaline food. So you can use honey and jaggery in your food. Dry fruits and dry nuts, right? So if you are eating dry food and dry nut in a small quantity, or maybe soak them, then it's very good. But if you're eating them more than like so much quantity, then those dry fruits and dry nut also become acidic food. So a little amount of dry fruits and dry nuts are alkaline food. Dry nut, most of the time they are alkaline, but then again, if they are treated with sugar or some chemical, they can be acidic. So we need to see that also when you're taking alkaline. So these are more alkaline food. So if you can use this alkaline food 80% in your diet most of the time, then you will see that you're more healthier and less toxin is coming in your body. But if you see today's food, yeah, if you just think about what food we eat daily basis, so you will say we eat processed food, and processed food is all those packet food. Even these days people buy these 2 minute or 8 minute food, like maybe they buy rice, even rice, or the rajma. I was going in a market few day back, and I see that there are ready made food also, and this is like very popular these days, like so those all processed food, even any packet food what we are buying, they all are acidic. And acidic food increase the acid level of our body, right? pH level in our body, and and that is one of the reason of toxin in our body, like the main reason, right? So we need to see that. Sometimes you're saying like, oh, I'm making homemade food, but you are using maybe so much processed food, maybe using refined oil or refined like flours, then again they are acidic. uh, Oils, most of the time oils are acidic, so try to use them very less. Nut, seed, ghee, etc., they all oil, they come in an acidic food, so try to use them less as you can do. Fried food, so any fried food, and you'll say that we are very foodie, we need samosas and puris and all these things. All these acidic food are all these fried food are acidic. Refined sugar, all these sweets what we eat, and all these sweets which is homemade or outside, these all are acidic. And tea, coffee, they all are acidic food. So we need to reduce them as much as you can reduce them in from your diet. If you're wanted a healthy lifestyle, then try to avoid as much as acidic food you can avoid in your diet, and use more alkaline food in your diet. So this is food, related to food things. uh, so basically when we are talking about naturopathy, so these things things are there where we have to work on. uh, those are some basic things which we work on naturopathy. So if you have any question, you can ask me. Do you have any question? Anybody? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello? Yes,
Yes, I have a question.
you have a question.
Yeah. I'm 29 years old and I continuously eat all matlab, home cooked food. Okay. मतलब I don't like processed foods. I don't often eat all of those. But whenever I eat, I still have a metabolism issue with all of this, even if I'm eating healthy. So what should I do in order to improve my metabolism? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello.
Hello. So I'm saying what happened? You are not able to digest that? Like,
No, I'm not actually, matlab, I'm feeling a lot of times bloated, as well
bloated.
as I'm feeling like no, I can't take it anymore, because even if I'm eating healthy food, it is not digesting properly, as I have a very slow metabolism. So what can I do to improve it?
So, like in your case, first of all, we need to see what is healthy for you, like what you eat in the morning.
See, I have when I'm at home, I have like normal 1 cup of poha or upma, then one cup of tea, normally tea. Then around lunch, I'll have 2 chapatis and sabzi, whatever is
So
made at
if you
home.
will say poha and if you're saying upama, if I see as a naturopathy, then it's not alkaline food. This is again acidic food. So if you will eat poha, upma, and tea, it will make your body acidic, and that's why you will feel more bloating because it is like acidic food. Right. So if you will ask me that what is a alkaline food for breakfast for me, then sprouts. So boil some, like, grow some sprouts. And maybe if you are not able to eat it directly, then maybe just boil a water and put this sprout 2 minutes on that, right? In that. And then
Okay.
you eat sprouts, right? And then eat fruits, right? In the morning, fruits and sprouts.
Hmm.
And yeah, so this can be, so you can just eat fruit on these sprouts, and yeah, and you have to eat it like 250 grams, like 250 grams, not more than that, right? And then when you are talking what you do in the lunch, what you eat
Like
in the
2 chapatis and some dal, rice, if it is available. नहीं तो फिर 2 chapatis and only sabzi.
okay, so chapati में भी, if you see chapati, right, chapati में भी आप like you use like which type of atta you use, like you buy atta from
No,
market.
no. I have my homemade
Acha,
chakki pieced atta. Yeah.
chakki piece. Okay. So
Yeah.
chakki wala atta is good, but if you are saying if you are having a bloating problem, then dal is not good for you, right? Because dal is having more acidic qualities, especially those dal which having like जैसे चना दाल हो गया, जो जिसके दो टुकड़े हो सकते हैं, those dals are acidic dal, right? So you need to avoid all those dal and try to grow this what you say sprouts, and then make dal out of that sprout.
Okay.
Okay, so
What can I do to improve my metabolism?
so first of all, what you need to do, but first of all, you need to so for you the best therapies are, you can do kati snan. Kati snan is a very good therapy for you, or you can do mud therapy, right? So maybe mud therapy. Where do you stay? Where you are living?
I stay in Mumbai.
Okay, so Mumbai is like very difficult to get mud, right?
Yeah, it is
So
very difficult.
right. So what you have to do? Take टू ऐसे टब होता है ना, टब जिसमें बैठ सकते हैं, राइट?
हाँ,
टब.
हाँ.
तो टेक 2 टब्स, एक में गर्म पानी डालना है, हॉट वाटर, एक में ठंडा पानी, मतलब नेचुरल नॉर्मल ठंडा पानी, राइट? देन व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू सिट ऑन दैट. आपको, right, so you have to sit on that water. 3 minutes you have to sit in warm water, garam pani mein, and 1 minute in cold water. And then again 3 minutes in hot water, 1 minute in cold water, then again 3 minutes in hot water, and 3 minutes in cold water. ये आपको ऑलमोस्ट 3 महीने तक करना है. If you don't
Okay.
get it now, we can talk after the class also, right? You
Okay.
message me and we will talk more detail on it. So water
Okay, ma'am.
therapy
Sure.
can be very good for you.
Okay.
Okay, Pranayama.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other people have any question?
Yes, ma'am. गुड आफ्टरनून मैम।
Good afternoon.
मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि जैसे सुबह मतलब हम किनवा लेते हैं लंच में और
किनवा लेते हैं? ओके।
हाँ, ब्रेकफास्ट में रागी का रोटी कभी लेते हैं या फिर कभी स्टील का ओट्स लेते हैं या फिर कभी ओट्स स्मूदी लेते हैं, तो क्या ये सही? और मिड मॉर्निंग में हम मैम कोई फ्रूट्स ले लेते हैं
ओके।
और रात में मैक्सिमम टाइम मेरा मतलब सूप ही होता है या फिर स्प्राउट वगैरह भी होता है, तो क्या डाइट में ये ठीक है या फिर कुछ चेंजिंग करनी चाहिए?
तो हमको देखना चाहिए कि जैसे आपने कहा कि आप स्मूदीज लेते हैं, स्मूदीज में आप क्या ओट स्मूदीज लेती हैं या फ्रूट स्मूदीज लेती हैं?
ओट्स स्मूदी लेते हैं मैम, उसमें हम मीठे के लिए खजूर डालते हैं और बनाना।
जैसे ओट्स स्मूदी आपने बोला, तो ओट्स अनाज है और आप उसमें फ्रूट्स डालती है ना, तो फ्रूट्स और ओट्स का जो है कॉम्बिनेशन मेरे ख्याल से इज नॉट अ गुड कॉम्बिनेशन। क्यों? क्योंकि फ्रूट को डाइजेस्ट होने में 1 घंटा लगता है और ओट्स को डाइजेस्ट होने में 5 घंटे लगते हैं। तो जब आप उनको दोनों को मिक्स कर देते हैं तो आपका जो डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम होगा उसको समझ ही नहीं पता चलेगा कि आपको फ्रूट को कैसे डाइजेस्ट करना है और ओट्स को कैसे डाइजेस्ट करना है। तो इसकी वजह से आपको थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है डाइजेशन।
तो मैम ओट्स अगर ले रहे हैं तो उसको फिर कैसे लेंगे?
तो आप मॉर्निंग में फ्रूट्स लीजिए, 200-250 ग्राम फ्रूट्स लीजिए, कोई सा भी फ्रूट ले
लेकिन
लीजिए।
मैम एम्प्टी स्टमक अगर हम फ्रूट्स खाते हैं तो मेरी तबीयत खराब हो जाती है।
ओके, तो फिर आप एक काम करिए कि आप ना ओट्स ले लीजिए मॉर्निंग में, उसमें फ्रूट्स आप मिक्स मत करिए, या फिर स्प्राउट से भी आपको ऐसा होता है?
नहीं, स्प्राउट से नहीं होता है।
हाँ, तो आप मॉर्निंग स्प्राउट्स आप मॉर्निंग में ले लीजिए, बिकॉज लाइक मॉर्निंग टाइम में स्प्राउट्स एंड फ्रूट्स आर वेरी गुड। सो मॉर्निंग में अगर स्प्राउट्स आप लेते हैं, बहुत सारे स्प्राउट्स बना सकते हो आप, सीड के स्प्राउट्स बना सकते हो और दालों के स्प्राउट्स बना सकते हो। अगर आपको एक ही तरह के स्प्राउट से बोरिंग होता है तो आप मिक्स करके भी कर सकते हैं। सीड्स, बहुत सारे सीड्स आते हैं, जैसे चिया, ये पंपकिन सीड हो गए या फिर कोई और सीड्स हो गए, वो वाले सीड्स भी आप कर सकते हैं और दालों वाले सीड्स। तो आप
चिया
सुबह
सीड
में
का स्प्राउट कैसे बनेगा?
सेकेंड,
चिया सीड का स्प्राउट अगर बनाना हो तो कैसे बनेगा?
नहीं, चिया का तो नहीं बनेगा, चिया का स्प्राउट नहीं बनेगा, लेकिन चिया सीड आप भिगो के खा सकते हैं।
अच्छा, ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
Can I ask?
यस, या
If somebody has a chronic diarrhea and vomiting from a virus that he got and it became chronic, what kind of food or what kind of things we should do?
see, diarrhea and vomiting is not a chronic
Yeah.
disease, they are acute disease, right? So if it's coming again and again in your body, then
Yeah.
this means your body needs to rectify. So
Needs
if
what?
you are getting diarrhea, your body is toxifying itself, right? So what you need, you don't need to eat anything, right? Maybe drink more what you say, minerals like water. For example, you can take coconut water, but try to avoid food.
Okay.
Electrolyte also you can take more electrolyte, but try to avoid food, take more rest and let it be happen, right? Diarrhea, like it's cleaning.
And
It will take 3 days. So 3 days you have to rest, drink more water, as much as water you can drink, put some salt and salt in it, and maybe coconut water is good. But try to not eat anything heavy, or don't eat anything if you can, and just 3 days and it will go in 3 days.
because it has been going on for almost 3 weeks.
3 weeks, and
Yes. and
Okay.
they've been eating only like boiled potatoes and rice and pasta.
No, so you should not eat potatoes, rice, and pasta because that is not good, right? So you should
Okay.
not eat that. So what you have to do is you have to drink more water and maybe more fruit juice if you can do, or maybe coconut water, right? Because they are like very light and they don't take that much time to digest. Pasta will take like 6 hours to digest or more than that.
Oh.
So that's why body are not able to heal. Diarrhea is like if you cannot eat anything, just drink water for 3 days. Very good. Only thing you have to eat 2 lemon every day.
2 lemon.
Yes, because vitamin C, every day we need vitamin C because our body don't, store vitamin C. So 2 lemon every day. And if you need 1 spoon of, if you feel so weak, then 2 spoon of honey. And drink more water, as much as water you can drink. If you are not able to drink plain water, drink coconut water. But no rice, no pasta, no potatoes.
You mentioned salty water as well? Salty water
Salt
as
water,
well?
yeah. If you see, if you're feeling so, because we need electrolyte for the body. If you are taking electrolyte, very good. If you're not taking, then little bit salt in the water, because plain water will not remain. Maybe salt water will purify, clean the what do you say, your small intestine and large intestine.
Thank you.
But diarrhea is not bad. So diarrhea and vomiting is not bad. It's telling you something wrong within your body, like more toxin is in your body, and that's why it's happening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we going to get the notes?
If you
PDF?
if you want, I will send you. I will tell you, Jayaji, to send.
Please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
हेलो मैम, हेलो नमस्ते।
Namaste ji.
अच्छा मैम, ये कैसे पता कर सकते हैं कि मैं वाता हूँ, कफा हूँ या पिता हूँ? ये दोष कैसे, मतलब अपना प्रकृति कैसे पता चलेगा?
देखिए, द बेस्ट वे, सबसे अच्छा तरीका तो है कि आप किसी आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर के पास जाइए और
अच्छा।
आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर बता देंगे कि आप क्या है। अगर आपके आसपास कोई आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर नहीं है तो कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चनेयर्स होते हैं जो ऑनलाइन भी आपको मिलेंगे। आप वो क्वेश्चनेयर भर सकते हैं और उससे भी आपको पता चलता है। या फिर आप ये देखिए कि वाता पित्त और कफा जो तीनों चीजें होती हैं उसके कुछ ऐसे क्वालिटीज होते हैं। जैसे वाता का होता है कि वो बहुत मूवमेंट करते हैं, वो एक जगह पे नहीं रुक सकते, उनकी आंखें ऐसी होती हैं। भाई अगर आप वो भी स्टडी करेंगे तो भी आपको थोड़ा बहुत पता चलेगा। लेकिन बेस्ट वे तो है कि आप किसी डॉक्टर के पास विजिट करिए, आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर के पास, और उससे कंसल्ट करके आपको पता चले।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू। थैंक यू मैम।
Hi ma'am, I would like to know that these naturopathic treatments जो आपने बताया था, can we practice that by ourselves in the house, or we have to go to the doctor?
What is, can you say again?
These naturopathic treatments like mud therapy and can we do it by ourselves in the house?
Yes, you can do. If you know all these therapies, you can do in your house because they don't have any side effect.
All right.
But you have to learn them how to do.
Yes. So would you be teaching how to do it at home?
Yeah, if so, this is like our first introduction workshop. If you are interested in them, then please write to Jayaji and we will make a treatment also, like a naturopathy course maybe. We were just checking that how many people are interested in that. If you are interested, please write us, and surely we will come with our workshop, which will talk about food, and we will talk about how to make sprouts, how to make good food, or how to do treatments.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other person have any question? Anybody has any question? Okay, I think no question anymore. So everybody, thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed today's. Yeah, I will send you. So somebody is asking, can you get these presentation. Yes, I will send you these presentation to you. So don't worry about that. And hope you are enjoying this workshop. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste ji. Thank you.